A very good morning and a hearty welcome to the 77th Independence Day celebration. Today is the day we celebrate the power of freedom, honor and remember the innumerable sacrifices of our forefathers who strive to build a better future, which indeed fills us with the responsibility to uphold the great traditions of our country. And with a smile on our face, as we embark on this auspicious occasion, we have amongst us our dignitaries of this program who are already present in our midst. A warm welcome to you all. NCC has always been the pride of our college. It's time we witness the magnificent NCC troop. Let's all applaud and welcome our college cadets from all three wings for an inspiring march past. Patriotism shine brightly as we commemorate our nation's patriotism. NCC platoon led by platoon commander Cadet Warren.
सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे.
Prayer is not asking. Prayer is putting oneself in the hands of God at His disposition and listening to His voice in the depth of our heart, says Mother Teresa. Our college choir will now raise our minds and hearts in adoration to God.
मैंने पूछा प्रभु से तू क्यों करता मुझसे इतना प्यार. मैंने पूछा प्रभु से तू क्यों करता मुझसे इतना प्यार. उसने कहा पूरे दिल से उसने कहा तेरी राहों पर चलते चलते कई बार मेरे कदम भटक गए फिर भी न छोड़ा तूने हाथ मेरा फिर भी न छोड़ा तूने हाथ मेरा. तू क्यों करता मुझसे इतना प्यार. मैंने पूछा प्रभु से तू क्यों करता मुझसे इतना प्यार. मैंने पूछा प्रभु से तू क्यों करता मुझसे इतना प्यार. उसने कहा पूरे दिल से उसने कहा पूरे दिल से क्योंकि तू है मेरे हाथों की रचना. मैंने पूछा प्रभु से तू क्यों करता मुझसे इतना
thank you for the enlivening rendition. I would like to extend a cheerful welcome to all you gathered here. I would like to welcome the chief guest of today's program, Dr. Vishanz Pinto, HOD of Department of Arts, Faculty of History, and has always been a role model to all of us. We also have with us our principal, Reverend Dr. Praveen Matas, SJ, a guiding light who consistently backs in all our undertakings. A warm welcome to our registrar, Mr. Alwyn Desa, who guides and supports us at all times. Directors of the blocks, deans and HODs, Student Council Director, Dr. Anup Denzel Vegas, all the members of teaching and non-teaching staff, and last but not the least, my fellow Aloysians for your presence on this Independence Day celebration. To enhance this feeling, I would like to invite Team Sparsha to fill our hearts with the spirit of patriotism.
Cha-ra-ra, cha-cha, cha-ra-ra, cha-cha, cha-ra-ra, cha-cha, cha-ra-ra, cha-cha, cha-ra-ra, cha-cha.
है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू,
है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू,
मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू,
मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू,
है वतन मेरे वतन,
मेरे वतन,
है वतन
है वतन
मेरे वतन, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू, है वतन
है वतन,
मेरे वतन,
मेरे वतन,
है वतन
है वतन,
मेरे पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू,
पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू,
है वतन
है वतन,
मेरे वतन,
मेरे वतन,
है वतन
है वतन, मेरे
वतन, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू, है वतन
है वतन,
मेरे वतन,
मेरे वतन,
है वतन
है वतन, मेरे
Thank you, Team Sparsha, for your melodious performance. The chief guest of today's program, Dr. Vishanz Pinto, is a well-known personality on this campus and has been passionately teaching in this college since 1992. As a lecturer, his love for teaching has ignited the minds of the students. It is indeed our privilege to have you as our chief guest. Now, I request Sir to address the gathering. Over to you, Sir.
A very good morning to all of you. Respected Father Principal, all the dignitaries present here, my esteemed colleagues, student council members, the NCC cadets, the NSS volunteers, and my dear student friends. I consider this is a great privilege to address you all today when this college celebrates country's 77th Independence Day. I'll only speak or say a few words very broadly. Great many people came to our land, India. According to scholars, people called Dravidians, Aryans, Shakas, Hunas, Bactrians, Parthians, Kushanas, all of these people either invaded our country or our land or migrated here. They came from outside. During the medieval times, Ghaznavids, Ghurids invasion took place. It is because of these invasions the Delhi Sultanate was established. A little later, a few centuries later, the Mughals arrived. All these people became Indians in due course of time. They also enriched life here. They brought new technology, new crops, new art forms, so on and so forth. The Europeans came in the 15th century. Gradually, they made India a colony. Colony means it's an estate from where you gather all the wealth and take it to your mother country. That way, the British, similarly, they took the wealth of our country to England, to Britain. British also were different from the earlier invaders. They did not become Indians. They only plundered the wealth of India. As a result, when they left India in 1947, they had made India one of the world's most impoverished countries. In fact, a few centuries ago, during the Mughal period, India was a flourishing economy. British rule also had some positive byproducts. They introduced the rule of law, written laws, the concept of written laws. The uniform government introduced the railways, also the English education. British did not leave India voluntarily. Indians had to fight against them. This is what is called the freedom movement of our country. It is actually a very painful chapter or the history of our country this time. India became independent, but exploitation did not stop. British had their collaborators in India. Our own brethren were co-opted to exploit the country and its people. To give you an instance, in 1947, when the British left, land was in the hands of a few. Land was an important resource. For example, in a village, only few families owned the entire land. After the independence, maybe till date, India has made considerable progress. Indians have thrived. Our per capita income and national income has increased considerably. GDP also has gone up considerably. However, latest statistical data shows, this is 2021 data, about 230 million people are in extreme poverty in our country. At the same time, we also have some of the world's richest people living here. The poor people need freedom, or we can call independence, from hunger, disease, vulnerability, insecurity, and so on. An important concern is the gap between the rich and the poor, which has increased considerably. Governments have made some efforts. However, we are quite slow in economic progress. Countries who have become independent along with us have marched much ahead of us. Of course, the governments cannot do everything. Governments can make policies. They can only facilitate development. But people must take active part. Therefore, today, young people like you in our college, all the Aloysians, and the educated section of our country must assume leadership. We must also elect efficient and honest representatives, be it to the village panchayat, maybe to the city corporation, maybe to the legislative assemblies or the parliament. This may help considerably for a better tomorrow for all of us Indians. With this, I thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. I thank especially Father Principal giving me this opportunity. All the best.
Thank you, Vishanz sir, for your thought-provoking message. Aloysians are not any less when it comes to showcasing their talents. Now, I'd like to call upon Team A Cappella to share their joy of freedom.
तेरा रंग ऐसा चढ़ गया कोई और रंग ना चढ़ सके तेरा नाम सीने पे लिखा हर कोई आगे बढ़ सके जुनून है तेरे इश्क का जुनून है रग रग में इश्क तेरा दौड़ता ये बावरा सा खून है तूने ही सिखाया सच्चाइयों का मतलब तेरे पास आके जाना मेरी जिंदगी का मकसद सत्यमेव 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 जयते सच्चा है प्यार तेरा सत्यमेव जयते सत्यमेव 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 जयते सच्चा है प्यार तेरा सत्यमेव जयते तेरे नूर के दस्तूर में ना सर कटे ना शिकन रहे तेरी कोशिशों के बस रहे ना खुशबुए गुलशन रहे तेरी जुल्फ सुलझाने चला तेरे और पास आने चला जहाँ कोई सुर ना हो बेसुरा वो गीत में गाने चला जुनून है तेरे इश्क का जुनून है रग रग में इश्क तेरा दौड़ता ये बावरा सा खून है तूने ही सिखाया सच्चाइयों का मतलब तेरे पास आके जाना मेरी जिंदगी का मकसद सत्यमेव 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 जयते सच्चा है प्यार तेरा सत्यमेव जयते सत्यमेव 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 जयते सच्चा है प्यार तेरा सत्यमेव जयते तेरा रंग ऐसा चढ़ गया तनशा जो और भी बढ़ गया तेरी बारिशों का करम है ये मैं निकल गया मैं सो गया
जैसा भी हूँ अपना मुझे ये नहीं है बोलना काबिल तेरे मैं बन सकूँ मुझे बार ऐसा बोलना सांसों की इस रफ्तार को धड़कन की इस त्योहार को हर जीत को हर हार को बदलूंगा मैं
संसार को बदलूंगा मैं जुनून है तेरे इश्क का जुनून है रग रग में इश्क तेरा दौड़ता ये बावरा सा खून है तूने ही सिखाया सच्चाइयों का मतलब तेरे पास आगे जाना मेरी जिंदगी का मकसद सत्यमेव 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 जयते सच्चा है प्यार तेरा सत्यमेव जयते सत्यमेव 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 जयते सच्चा है प्यार तेरा सत्यमेव जयते
Thank you, team, for your mesmerizing performance. It was Warren G. Bennis who said, "Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into a reality." The president of this program, our principal, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis SJ, is one such leader who makes vision into a reality. I now request Father Principal to share his wishes.
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Vishanz Pinto, members of the faculty, and my dear students, my greetings to all of you on this day, the 77th anniversary of independence. Today is an auspicious day for our country. Today we enter the 77th year of our Independence Day. Today we rededicate ourselves to the progress and prosperity of our nation, to the welfare of all our people, to the unity and integrity of our country. Today we salute our beloved tricolor. We pay tribute to Mahatma Gandhi and all those freedom fighters because of whose efforts and sacrifices we secured our independence. We remember all those whose hard work and efforts keep our flag flying high and keep our country on the road to progress. We pay tribute to the brave members of our armed forces, farmers, teachers, scientists, workers, and the millions of our countrymen and women who are toiling tirelessly for the progress and prosperity of our nation. St. Aloysius College too had taken part in this independence struggle. Even today, our tricolor flies high with the support of our members of the faculty and students. It is a proud moment for us to also recollect at this moment one of our students, Cadet Ashna Rai, is in Delhi, also traveling to Vietnam, representing the country out of 16 students to the Youth Exchange Program. And many of our students have made us proud by attending the Republic Day Parade or in various activities, taking the college flag very high in the national as well as international level. I salute all such students and members of the faculty at this moment. As citizens of free India, we must reflect on the values and principles which were in the minds and hearts of those who fought and sacrificed for our freedom. They drew inspiration from the values nurtured in the country through millennia. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru once described Gandhiji as embodying the old spirit of India, who held aloft the torch of freedom. Gandhiji's thoughts and his life were truly an expression of the philosophy of our ancient civilization, in which peace and harmony, non-violence and truth, human dignity and compassion were given great prominence. Are we now forgetting these principles? Are we overlooking them? These are eternal values which have sustained our nation, our society, and also each one of us as individuals. In the early hours of the 15th of August 1947, when our nation had just become independent, our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, spoke to the nation and asked us one important question on the very first day we became a free country. Are we brave enough and wise enough to grasp the opportunity and accept the challenge of the future? Today, my fellow citizens, I stand here once again and ask this same question. Are we ready to face the challenge of the future? Are we brave enough to do so and wise enough in doing so? Can we rediscover the ideas and ideals that shaped our freedom struggle and use them to take our country forward into the future? Are we willing to show the courage and the wisdom that Panditji wanted us to show in building a new India in a new world? India is certainly on the march. Yet we have miles to go before we can truly say that we have made our tryst with destiny. 76 years ago, Panditji told us that the two challenges before a free India was to end the ancient scourge of poverty, ignorance, and the disease, and end the inequality of opportunity. Our chief guest also mentioned about this at this moment. India has marched a great distance forward in these 76 years, but the challenge of banishing poverty remains with us. We have yet to banish hunger from our land. We have yet to eradicate illiteracy. We have yet to ensure that every Indian enjoys a good health. Tomorrow's India will be constructed by the hard work of today. I call on all of you to contribute to making the future of the nation. stronger and brighter. Let everyone understand their role and responsibility to achieve this goal. As I said earlier, every effort counts. Nation building demands the ability to work diligently and patiently, where the reward is the growth of the nation rather than personal promotion. It requires unity of purpose and the ability to focus on issues which unite. It requires a spirit of conciliation. This is possible when dialogue is chosen as the channel for communication. By listening to one another, respecting each other's viewpoint, and understanding one another, we can address these issues which are before us. The human spirit has a tremendous capacity to reach new horizons. With faith in ourselves, faith in our capacity to work together, and faith in success, we will continue our journey. We have the talent to create a great nation, and with our collective will and hard work, we will do so. And as we progress, and as our flag proudly flutters, on this day we can, with pride, cite the lines of a well-known Indian poet, Rabindranath Tagore. I would like to read the full poem, which inspires all of us and also, I'm sure, will help us to understand the meaning of real freedom. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by you into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, O God, let my country awake. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. It lays down the framework defining fundamental political principles, which establishes the structure, procedures, powers and duties of government institutions, and sets our fundamental rights, our directive principles, and the duties of citizens. B.R. Ambedkar is the chief architect of Indian Constitution. The Constitution declares India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, assuring its citizens of justice, equality, and liberty, and endeavors to promote fraternity among them. Let us all work towards safeguarding this Constitution. And also we are proud that our own student, Reverend Dr. Jerome D'Souza, also one of the constituent members of the Assembly, and also was a member of Interim Parliament. Recently, the book was released here at St. Aloysius College. I request you all to buy that book and read and understand the contribution of our own people from our own college and our own region. And today, when we celebrate 77th year of independence, our students, along with our faculty members, have come forward to plant 77 saplings to mark this 77th Independence Day. I request you all to join them and also celebrate this along with the Independence Day paper seed badges. All of you are wearing it today. And also another great symbol of promoting the country's vision along with the action of our students together. With these words, once again, I wish you all a peace, prosperity, and progress on the occasion of 77th Independence Day. Let's all join together, hand in hand, to build a new India. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Father, for your wishes and words of wisdom. On the occasion of Independence Day, our College Student Council organized patriotic singing competition. I request our chief guest, Dr. Vishanz Pinto, to come forward and give away the prizes. The second place is shared between two teams, Team Acapella and Team Desi Kalakar. The best and beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt by heart. And thank you is one such prayer. Now, I would like to call upon the Student Council Vice President, Ms. Blanche Rodriguez, to propose the vote of thanks.
Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow, says Melody Beatty. Esteemed Chief Guest, Dr. Vishanz Pinto, our respected Principal, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis S.J., the Registrar, Dr. Alvin Dessa, distinguished directors, deans, HODs, and honored guests. On this momentous occasion of the 77th Independence Day of India, we gather as a community filled with gratitude and pride for our nation's journey towards freedom and progress. As we bask in the glory of this celebration, it is only fitting to express my heartfelt thanks to those who have contributed to making this program a resounding success. I extend my sincere appreciation to Dr. Vishanz Pinto, our esteemed chief guest, for gracing us with his presence and delivering an inspiring address. Your insights have ignited our spirits with a renewed sense of patriotism. I'd like to offer my sincere gratitude to our principal, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis S.J., for his unwavering guidance and dedication towards excellence in education and the development of well-rounded individuals who contribute meaningfully to society. I would also like to thank our Registrar, Dr. Alvin Dessa, for his invaluable contribution and support. I express my gratitude to the directors, deans, and HODs of the various blocks for being the driving force behind shaping citizens for a better tomorrow. I'd like to thank Dr. Anup Denzel Vegas, Director of the Students' Council, and Ms. Binny Chan, Assistant Student Council Director, for their support and presence here today. I extend my appreciation to all the teaching and non-teaching faculty for their constant support and guidance. A heartfelt thank you to the maintenance staff led by Mr. Godwin Coelho, who worked diligently behind the scenes to ensure the smooth execution of this event. Your hard work is truly appreciated. I applaud the NCC cadets for their impressive display of honor and discipline, reflecting the spirit of our nation's defenders. Thank you. I thank the college choir and the winners and participants of the patriotic singing competition for adding a harmonious touch to our celebrations. Last but not the least, my heartfelt gratitude goes to the Student Council members, the ICAF and NSS members, and every student of our college. Your enthusiasm, energy, and active participation have made this event a truly memorable one. Wishing everyone a very happy Independence Day. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Blanche, for those words of gratitude. Now, as we come to an end of this program, with a deep sense of gratitude and spirit of independence, I conclude my words with a quote: "Feel the freedom, strive for peace, spread love and let hate cease." Once again, a very happy Independence Day. Jai Hind.